You're now at the lab with Cold Spring Harbor Laboratory. I'm Sarah Gennari, and this week at the lab, Science for Lovers. Picture this. Your lover hands you a rose. As you stare deeply into their eyes, you reach out to gladly accept the gift and, ow! You're pricked by the rose's thorns. We've all been there, but what if it didn't have to be this way? A new discovery at Cold Spring Harbor Laboratory opens the door to a prickleless future. Before we go any further, a point of clarification.
Those sharp projections that are canonically known as thorns in roses, it turns out are prickles. They're not thorns.
That's our old pal, Cold Spring Harbor plant biologist Zach Lippman. Semantics aside, Lippman is interested in plant prickles for more than just the garden variety reasons you might expect.
It's this opportunity to ask the broader question about where do these traits come from? You get to some very fundamental biological questions that you can ask about evolution.
His lab's search for answers took them all over the world and across the ages. In fact, it didn't start with roses, but with another plant that comes in prickled and prickleless varieties: eggplants. With collaborators in Australia, they found that the same family of genes responsible for prickles in eggplants was also behind this evolutionary mutation in a berry called the Australian desert raisin. From there, collaborators in France used CRISPR gene editing to suppress prickles in roses. Lippman's lab also turned to colleagues in the UK and South America, whose tips pointed them towards some harder-to-find specimens stored nearby.
We got access to the New York Botanical Gardens. 3 postdocs in the lab went and collected sister species with and without prickles, dried tissue, sometimes over 100 years old. And I think it's important to recognize that this huge herbarium collection is an invaluable resource.
Lippman's enthusiasm for his work is palpable and contagious. And it's that kind of love for science that drives many of the greatest discoveries, whether they're happening on the other side of the world or right here at the lab. Thanks again for tuning in. If you like what you heard, please remember to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find more fascinating science stories like this one at cshl.edu. For Cold Spring Harbor Laboratory, I'm Sarah Gennari, and I'll see you next time at the lab.